Taught me how to be courageous and attack my fears and to not be afraid of anything. To love myself as a woman and to be adventurous at the same time.
She's just invaluable. Her friendship, her honesty, her as a being, how she gives to others, it's invaluable.
At a point in my life where I needed somebody to lean on, I needed somebody to be there for me, and she was that person.
Who Comia is. Comia is many things. Most of you might know me and some of you don't. But some things that I would like for you to know about me is that I'm a child of God. I'm a loving mother. I'm an all-around caring person. I'm very compassionate when it comes to people. I'm a motivator. And all around just trying to make it happen kind of person. So there are a lot of facets to me. And the other thing is, don't judge me before you get to know me. You might be surprised as to who you think I am, but who I really am. I attended Jenkins High School. Yay, Warriors! Woohoo! Okay, and for undergraduate, I attended Savannah State College at the time, now Savannah State University. That was for my undergraduate degree. And then for my master's, I attended the University of Phoenix.
Comia has made a huge impact on my life in the 10 years I've known her, especially because she takes the time to listen and she's not judgmental. She'll be your voice of reason, give you a little scripture if need be, but she'll also give you that real world dose, of reality. And that's been impactful for me because when you're going through something sometimes or you're excited about something, you're not sure who you should share that information with. And so I always know I can talk to her about it. And that's been huge for me because, you always need that person you can always go to.
Growing up here as a kid was fun. Believe it or not, when I was a kid, my house was on a dirt road. So as a kid, I enjoyed playing in the woods, picking wild scorpions, and eating them actually. Oh my God, it's a wonder we didn't get sick. And spending a lot of wonderful moments with my grandmother sitting on the porch, which we call giving the tea, but literally sipping tea with her. So that was something fun about living in Savannah, just enjoying those wonderful days.
She never wanted me to leave at home. She'd always say, I would always tell her, Camille, you could stay with your dad. And she said, Mom, I'd rather go with you. We always went shopping together. We did everything together.
I tell you, sometimes it's tough. As a full-time single mom, it can be hard raising children because it's hard to balance out sometimes having that live-work balance, so to speak. You're going to work, trying to make sure when you come home that they have what they need, cooking supper, helping with homework when needed, and other things. But with God's help and other family members, I was able to do that. So that was the great thing.
She makes sure that I'm going down the right direction. Like, she makes sure that I have everything that I need. She gives me good advice about, about guys, relationship, that whole, the things to know when you're a woman. She just kind of filling that void of that missing piece of the puzzle that has never been filled.
My inspiration comes from growing up and as a child, I'll go back. I always felt like I was different as a kid. didn't always fit into what everybody else was doing. I was a very artsy child, always creative, kind of went against the norm even when I was little. I was into fashion when I was younger, and that always set me apart. Like, excitement for me was having my aunt come to Savannah from New York. Like, I thought that was the biggest thing in the world. She was always about fun, about fashion, about fragrance. Like, her favorite perfume at the time was opium perfume, and she had fur coats, and she had fabulous makeup and fabulous hair. So a lot of my inspiration as to who I am today stems from my aunt. Her name is Gladys Walker, as well as my mother. She was a fashionista. She was a classy diva as well, whose handbags and shoes matched everything she wore, from her suit on Sundays to, her going to work attire. She was always sharp and on point. And as a kid, I said, I always want to be this classy and sassy lady and just always stand out.
I've told Comia that she's going to have an impact on the world like an atomic bomb. She's going to catch them off guard. She's very charismatic. People are drawn to Comia like a magnet. I have watched people try to be her, and we can be someplace and people gravitate to her because of her personality and that beautiful smile and her kind and warm voice. And I think she's going to do great and amazing things. It's going to happen.
I also am a makeup artist. I'm also an actress. So my days are pretty full. So even when I work the 9 to 5, it doesn't stop from me there. I continue on after I leave work because I feel like you have plenty of time to sleep when you're dead, honey. So you have to keep it going, keep it moving, and go ahead and live your dream. I feel like you only have one life. So whatever it is, your desires, your passions, whatever it is that you really, really want to do and that God has placed deep down inside of you, I feel like you're supposed to pursue that.
She's an extrovert, but she's also an introvert. With regards to people and her celebratory status, if you will, she's a lover of people, a giver of people, and she's a Christian. And I think because of the amount of people that she knows and the amount of people that she comes in contact with on a daily basis, it can be somewhat overwhelming. So the person that I know is the introvert part, the decompressed person, the person that's, when she's not around everyone else, she's a little bit calm and just Comia.
Over the next few years, some of my goals are to see one of my daughters in graduate school. The other one will be starting college, and while they're in college, is to continue to pursue my acting and television career.
In all, I did this documentary just to show how Comia is as a person, how I see her friends see her mom see her. And Comia, if you're watching, thank you for being the inspiring, beautiful person that I look up to. And